Strat-o-matic, Delaware, Chris, and we're bringing you more dead ball baseball this evening. The 1905 New York Giants, 1-5, are traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the 2-4 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates. So the the cellar dwellers are taking each other on here, and we'll see who gets a leg up on the other. Starting pitchers for this evening for the Pirates, they're going to have Nick Maddox on the hill facing the Giants, and they're going to be taking on Christy Mathewson, who is going to be pitching for the New York Nine. So let's go ahead and get this thing going. Mike Donlin, lead off. 6-10, leads off with a single, and that's my pizza coming. I'll have it later. Single for Donlin. He is on. He's going to try to steal second. Gibson's a 1. That makes him a 1-11 if they hold him. They're going to hold him. He's not going to try. Devlin's going to lay down the bunt and not succeed. Back to the box. Maddox is able to get it to second. Dots Miller. So fielder's choice. Devlin gets on 1 away. They're going to hold him, make him a 1-13. He's going to second, and he makes it. Stolen base to second. Sam Mertz, left fielder, 1-6. And that is going to be a 2-star single, RBI single for Mertz. Giants get on the board. Devlin comes around to score. 1 out, 1-0 New York early. George Brown, right fielder, 5-6. Pops up behind second base. Miller gets on top of that. Makes the catch easily. Bring us to Dan McGann, first baseman. 4-5. That'll be a hard ground ball hit to Miller at second, over to Abstein. That is 3 away. Giants score 1 in the top of the first. So the Pirates will come up. Christy Mathewson, Hall of Famer, on the hill for the Giants. Fred Clark, left fielder, leading off. 6-5 strikeout. Mathewson wastes no time, exerting his dominance. Tommy Leach, center field. 4-7 grounder to second. X result. That's going to be Strang at a 3 with a 16. And he scoops it up. He gets it over to McGann for out number 2. Brings up Honus Wagner. The pitch, 6-11. Fly ball to left field. That'll be an X result. Sam Mertz is a 3 with a 6. Sam Mertz is back. He camps out underneath it, catches Miller's fly ball. That is out number 3. No runs for the Pirates in the bottom of the first. Go to the second, 1-0 New York. No one in the chat room yet, but if you play it, they will come. Roger Bresnahan, catcher. Leading off the second inning, Maddox, 6-7. That will be a hard liner to Wagner at short. That is 1 away. Sammy Strang, second baseman, 1-12. Hard grounder to third, fielded cleanly by Bobby Byrne. Gets it over to Abstein for out number 2. And rolled a 2, so no injury. Strang kind of hobbled a little bit, but he's going to shake it off. Bill Dolan, shortstop, 2 outs. Top of the second, 2-6. Fly ball to left field. Back goes Fred Clark. He's underneath it, makes the catch. So we go to the bottom of the frame here. Jerry, good evening, good sir. Glad you could make it. Had you in mind all day. Going to do some dead ball for Jerry and my other friends. How's it going, man? Glad you could make it. Bottom of the second, Dots Miller facing Christy Mathewson. 3-9. Draws a walk to lead off the inning. Giants with a 1-0 lead. Mathewson facing Chief Wilson, right fielder. 3-4. Single for Wilson. Miller's a 116. He's trying for third. He makes it. Men at the corners. None out. Still Absteen. They're not going to bring the infield in. Not this early in the game. Absteen swinging away on Mathewson. 4-3. Ground ball to first. That's an X result. So we look at McGann's a 2-2. And gets through, squirts through for a single. RBI for Absteen. That'll score Dots Miller. Tie game. Men at first and second. No outs. Christy Mathewson facing catcher George Gibson. 4-10. Gibson draws a walk. Bases are loaded. Bobby Byrne, third baseman. 226. No outs. He's going to swing. Pick up the white die. Ow. Bad people should not be allowed to drop stuff. Ow, in tight spaces. Pardon the interruption. Let's think about this. Burns swinging away. Infield. They're bringing the infield in with bases loaded. 6-5 strikeout. Probably the best thing that could have happened in that situation. That's going to bring up Nick Maddox. 1 out. 6-6. Another strikeout. Dry fingers. It's getting cool out here in Delaware. It's about a degree above freezing here on Friday, November the 10th. 6:39 p.m. And Ken Castro's in the chat. How is it going, sir? Why so early? Because I got some catch-up to do. I looked at the videos I've done and the release dates, and it's been 3 weeks since I've done any projects for baseball. I mean, yeah, I learned how to play a couple of games, but no, I need to do some catch-up. So I'm thinking about doing another one a little later this evening as well. Back to the game. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Mathewson facing Fred Clark. 3-9. Clark gets a walk. He works for that one. He's going to walk in a run, and the Pirates take the lead. 2-1. Tommy Leach. 2-9. Another walk. Mathewson is he's imploding here. 3 runs for the Pirates. Hannes Wagner. 4-6 single. Boom, boom. Scores George Gibson. Leach is now a 117. Scores Tommy Leach, or Fred Clark, rather. I'm sorry. 5-0 Pirates. 2 outs. Both strikeouts, but what good are strikeouts if you let them score runs? Dots Miller. Mathewson is staying in, beleaguered though he may be. 2-12 fly ball to left field. Back goes Sam Mertz. He makes the catch. Pirates score 5. They've got a 4-run lead going to the top of the third. All right. Yep. You guys chat, and I'll catch up with you in a little while. Let's just play some ball. Here we go. Top of the third. Leading off, Christy Mathewson. 5-4. Fly ball to center field. Tommy Leach goes back to get it. He's a 2 with a 19. Gets underneath it, makes the catch. It was center, wasn't it? Yes, it was. 1 away. Mike Donlin. Leadoff batter. 4-5 hard ground ball hits the second. Miller scoops it up over to Absteen. That is out number 2. Art Devlin. 1-6 single. 2 out single for Art Devlin. Facing Nick Maddox. They're going to hold Devlin. Takes him to a 1-13. Sam Mertz swinging away. 4-7 hard ground ball hit to Miller at second. That's an X result. 2 with a 1. And squirts through for a single. Enough to get Devlin to second. He's not able to advance to third. Very shallow center field there. Good heads-up defensive play by Tommy Leach coming in to get that ball quickly. George Brown, 2 outs, 2 men on. Maddox pitch for 8. Pops it up behind first base. Bill Abstein tracks over. He makes the play for the Giants in the top of the 3rd. I can't tell you what's wrong with McGraw's Giants. So far, they haven't done a lot yet, but don't worry. It's still a young season. Each team is playing 20 games. So they've got a little bit of work to do, but they can pull it out. The 05 Giants, they can pull it out. Bottom of the 3rd, right fielder Owen Wilson, 5-7 off Mathewson's card. That's going to be a liner to second. Great snag by Sammy Strang. That's going to be 1 away. Bill Abstein, first baseman. 4-4 single for the first baseman, his second base hit of the game. George Gibson, catcher. 3-9 single for Gibson. This is what the Giants are doing. They're letting the other teams get on base and score runs. Abstein is a 112, so he's holding at second. 1 out. Bobby Byrne, 2 men on. He's a 226 batter. He's laying down the bunt. Down the first base line. It takes McGann a while to get there. He gets the ball to Sammy Strang covering, but gets the job done. 2 outs, men on second and third. Nick Maddox now comes up. Maybe should have swung on that. 2-7. I always like just wondering. What would have been a walk and loaded bases, 1 out? Oh, well. Nick Maddox. Here we go. 3-7 strikeout ends the inning. Stink it all. Would have gone to Clark with 2 outs and bases loaded. Oh, well, Giants have got to have a chance, right? Yeah. 5-1 going to the top of the 4th. And McGann, first baseman, 5th in the order. Leading off, 3-8 grounder hard to Hannes Wagner. Gets it over to Abstein. 1 down, brings us to catcher Roger Bresnahan. 6-4 strikeout by Maddox. That's 2 outs. Sammy Strang. 6-5 fly ball to left field. Back goes Clark, close to the foul line. He makes the catch. So 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the top of the, or the Giants rather, in the top of the 4th. The home team, Pittsburgh Ball Club, comes to the plate. Leadoff batter is up. Fred Clark, his 3rd time. Struck out first to lead off the game, and a RBI walk and scored a run in the 2nd. 2-7 and draws a walk this time as well. Christy Mathewson is having a very rocky start so far. Tommy Leach, 6-5 strikeout. Mathewson's 5th strikeout so far of the game. Hannes Wagner. Fred Clark's going to try to steal second. Thrown out. 2 away, Hannes Wagner facing Mathewson. 4-9 Hall of Fame matchup here, pitcher-batter. Pops it up behind first. McGann's got plenty of time to get over. Makes that play. Pirates run themselves out of an inning. On the arm of catcher Roger Bresnahan. We go back to the Giants. Top of the 5th, 5-1 is your score. And RN, ground in double play. How is it going? Good evening, sir. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. How are you doing this fine Friday evening? I hope all is well with you, man. Recap, 1905 New York Giants visiting 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates are up 5-0 on a 5-run 2nd inning. Christy Mathewson just let him assembly line right around the bases. But here we go. Bill Dolan, shortstop, 8th in the order. Leading top of the 5th. 3-7 hard grounder hit to 3rd. Scooped up by Bobby Byrne. Gets it to Abstein. 1 down. Brings us to Christy Mathewson. 5, 8 off Maddox card. Pops it up behind first. Bill Abstein ranges over. Calls Maddox off. He makes the play. 2 away. Mike Donlin, leadoff batter, center fielder. 2 outs, 6-9, and he gets a single. Art Devlin, third baseman. Giants looking to make something happen here, hoping. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Tommy Leach, close to the wall, on the run, makes the catch. And Giants are denied in the top of the 5th. Well, I'm glad it's helping. Baseball always helps. All righty. Dots Miller, second baseman, leading off against Christy Mathewson, bottom of the 5th. 3-9, and he draws a walk, his second walk of the game. And Mathewson is just, he's on a short leash at this point. John McGraw is not really happy with him. Owen Wilson, 1-3, pops it up behind second base. Sammy Strang ranges over, makes that play. 1 away. First baseman. Dots Miller is going to try to steal second. Didn't say I was holding him. Should be holding every single one of these guys. 1B, 113, 12. He is safe. So Abstein with a man on second, 1 out. Kristen Mathewson, 5-5 off his card. Fly ball to right field. Back goes George Brown. Gets underneath it. He makes the catch. Not too far back, not too deep. Miller holds it second. So that's going to bring us to George Gibson, catcher. A 3-1 over there, 3-8. 2-star RBI single. Pirates get another run. Miller got to second on the stolen base, drew a walk, and he was able to score. Pirates get another one. 2 outs. Just because of who it is, I can't take him out of the game yet. Mathewson stays in. 6-3, fly ball to right field. Back goes Brown. A 2 with a 4. He gets underneath it. He makes the catch and gets Mathewson out of the inning. Pirates tack on another run. 6-1 is your score. We go to the top of the 6th. Sam Mertz, third in the order, left fielder, leading off. 1-2, pops it up behind third. Bobby Byrne over by the foul line, makes the play in shallow left field. 1 away. George Brown, right fielder. 4-6, fly ball to right field. George Wilson is coming in. Owen Wilson, sorry, makes the catch. Chief Wilson. That is 2 away. Al, Red Sox fan, how is it going? Let me get to the change. And Beats, what's up? 5-6, Dan McGann, 2 outs. Pops it up behind second. Dots Miller makes the play. That's going to end the top of the 6th. Beats, how is it going, sir? Glad you can make it. Al, as always, good to see you. Please check out Al Red Sox Fans YouTube channel. He's got some great stuff going on his channel, some sports replays, a lot of action PC, Diamond Mine Baseball, Pure Sim. He's doing baseball, football, golf, a little bit of everything. He's doing a little bit of fantasy hockey, fantasy boxing, a few other things. Check out his channel, subscribe to him. Al Space, Red Sox Fan. Capital A, capital R, capital F. Check him out, guys. Great channel, good friend of the channel. Writing and recording songs. I love the creativity. MP Fox, how's it going? Good evening. Glad you can make it as well. For those who've just jumped in, we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning, game 1 of the doubleheader. 1905 New York Giants are 1-5, visiting the 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates, 2-4. And on the wings of a 5-run inning at the hands of Christy Mathewson in the bottom of the 2nd, the Pirates are up 6-1. So let's get to this. Nick Maddox facing Christy Mathewson. 5-5. Fly ball to right field. Back goes George Brown. He makes the catch. That is out number 1. Back to the top of the order for the Pirates, Fred Clark. 7. Fly ball to left field. Back goes Fred Cole. Yeah, right. Back goes Sam Mertz. He's a 3 with a 15. It's an X. And drops in front of him. Gets by him. He chases it down. Single for Clark. Not able to advance much further than that. If someone had been on base, they might have gotten an extra base out of that one. I say that because it was a single dash too. Tommy Leach, 1 out. Man on first. Mathewson is just about at the end of his rope. Fly ball to right field. George Brown is back. He's a 2 with a 17. Gets underneath it. He makes the catch. And it is deep enough that Clark is able to advance to second base. Wow. Clark with some heads up, tagging up and running. Brown did not think that he was even going to try. Clark got the second, 2 outs. Honest Wagner, 3-5, triple. Another run for the Pirates. And Christy Mathewson is coming out of the game. He has pitched 5 2/3 and is the pitcher of record for the loss if nothing else happens. And they're going to bring in Dummy Taylor to pitch relief. So Taylor, make the line right there. Okay, here we go. Honest Wagner with the triple, the RBI triple. That's his 3rd run batted into the game so far. Dots Miller. Dummy Taylor trying to clamp this down. 2-6. Hard grounder hit to third. Art Devlin's all over it. Gets it to Brian McGann for out number 3. So he gets him out of the jam, but the Pirates add 1 more. Your score. Going to the top of the 7th, Pittsburgh Pirates 7. New York Giants 1. Bad joke of the day. Right here. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? Answer coming up, bottom of the 7th inning. Here we go. And yes, I do pronounce his name correctly. It's not Honus, it's Honus. I know how to say that one. Roger Bresnahan, catcher, leading off top of the 7th. 5-3, grounder to third. That's an X result. Burns a 2 with a 10. He throws it over to Abstein, pulls him off the bag. Bresnahan is safe. E5. They're charging that throwing error to Burn. Thanks, Al. It is a stick. Bresnahan is on base. Sammy Strang. Here we go. Second baseman. 1-8. Pops it up behind first. Abstein is there. He makes the play. That is 1 out. On the pop-up. Bill Dolan, 8th in the order. Shortstop. 1 away. Nick Maddox. I'm going to see what we can make happen here. 2-5, and he strikes out. 2 away. Maddox is having a great outing. Pizza's probably here. Yeah, I'll get some later. I got a doubleheader to roll. Christy Mathewson. 5-10. Fly ball to left field. Clark is underneath it. He makes the catch. Nothing doing for the Giants. We go to the bottom of the 7th. At the old ball game. Dummy Taylor on the hill for the Giants. Owen Wilson. 1-11. Pops up behind second base. Sammy Strang doesn't have to move far forward at all. He makes that catch. 1 away, Bill Abstein, first baseman. 1-8. Pops it up behind third. There goes Art Devlin, back close to the foul line, shallow left field, makes that catch. 2 down. Gibson, catcher, 7th in the order, 2-9, and there is a triple. Lights it up with his 3rd base hit of the game. 90 feet away. Bobby Byrne, 3rd baseman. 0 for 2, struck out and had a sacrifice hit. Grounded, flew to right last time up. 3-6, hits a single, scores Gibson. RBI for Byrne. Pirates add on another run. And again, in answer to the earlier question, this is why the Giants are 1-5. They are allowing teams to run up the score even. And they're not even trying. Maddox at the plate. 2 outs. Man on first. 5-10. Pops it up behind short. It's going to be Bill Dolan. Gets over and makes the play. One more for the Pirates. 8-1 is the score. All right, we go to the top of the 8th inning. New York needs to make something happen, and now. And that was Taylor. I need to put him in there. Pitcher 2-10-E. Mike Donlin leading off, center fielder, leadoff batter, top of the 8th, 3-5, and leads off with a triple. Got a fast guy on third with no outs. Art Devlin, he's going to swing away. 6-7, and misses the skinny single split hardliner to Honus Wagner. He makes the snag, saves the base hit. Donlin retreats back to third. That's 1 away. Sam Mertz, left fielder, takes the pitch from Maddox. 3-3 hard grounder hit to Wagner. And just to make sure runners hold, he is able to check Donlin at third, gets it to Abstein. 6-3 on Mertz. That's 2 down. George Brown, 5-8. Pops it up behind first base. Abstein doesn't have to move far to get that one. Pounds his mitt. Makes the play. Easy play on the pop-up. We go to the bottom of the 8th. McGraw is not happy. No, McGraw is fuming. He's getting ready to bow out of a World Series or something. Fred Clark, leadoff batter, leading off the bottom of the 8th. 6-4, fly ball to left field. Back goes Sam Mertz, gets underneath it. He makes that play. That was left field. 7 doesn't have a loop on it, Chris. Looks like that. Tommy Leach, center fielder, facing dummy Taylor. 5-6, fly ball to right field. George Brown comes in, gets underneath it, camps out, and makes that catch for 2 away. Honus Wagner, shortstop, facing dummy Taylor. 2 for 4 so far this evening. 5-8. Pops it up behind first, and Dan McGann gets underneath it. He makes the play. Out number 3. Go to the top of the 9th. Do or die for the Giants. They've got a long ways to go, down by 7. And Nick Maddox is in, going for the complete game. Dan McGann, first baseman, 4-9, and he leads off with a single. His first hit of the game. Roger Bresnahan. And he's an ace stealer. Gibson takes him to 111 safe. Not happening. Bresnahan is swinging, not bunting in the 9th, down by 7. 2-6, a 2-star single, and we've got men at the corners. McGann able to get to third on that play. Sammy Strang, second baseman. 4-9, and that is a base-clearing triple by Sammy Strang. Giants are making it interesting. No outs. 2 runs plated 80 feet away. Come to shortstop Bill Dolan, 8th in the order. Maddox with the pitch, 3-7 hard grounder hit to Bobby Byrne at third. He's able to check Strang to hold him up. Gets it over to Abstein for out number 1. And I do believe Dummy Taylor is going to get pinch hit for on this one. Absolutely. And looks like they're going to go with Frank Bowerman. Had some pinch hitting duties so far for this season for the Giants. And has done halfway decent, as I recall. So, Bowerman. Pinch hit. He is a 110 and a C Steeler. Facing Nick Maddox. 1 out, man on third. Giants are down by 5, 1-6, and misses a split hardliner to third. Bobby Byrne, glove all over it. That is out number 2. We go to the top of the order. Mike Donlin, center fielder, leadoff batter, 2 outs, top of the 9th, down by 5. Man on third, facing Nick Maddox. Maddox gets the signal in from George Gibson, looks over to third. Keeps Strang in check, not too big a lead. Here's the pitch to Donlin, 2-6. Hard ground ball to Honus Wagner. Scoops it up over to Bill Abstein. That is out number 3, end of the first game. And your final score, Pittsburgh Pirates 8. New York Giants 4. They only scored 2. What are you doing? I was thinking total 3 runs. New York Giants 3. Lo siento. All right, let's straighten these up, do some stats. I'll jump into the chat for a second, and then we will get game 2 underway. You're going there. We need a 4 card for McGinnity. Taylor is going back in the pile. You guys go there. All righty. That's everybody here. Kamnitz is going to be pitching for Pittsburgh. He'll need a 1. Maddox goes back in the pile. Badark. You guys go there. You go there. And let's do us some statistics. All right. Taylor went 2 1/3. Maddox, complete game, win, 9 innings pitched. All right, let's see. 1 error for Pittsburgh, none for New York. Donlin is, let's do him here. 3 for 5, triple. Devlin is 1 for 4, run scored, stolen base. Sam Mertz is 2 for 4, RBI. George Brown 0 for 4. Dan McGann 1 for 4, run scored. Roger Bresnahan 1 for 4, run scored, strikeout. Sammy Strang 1 for 4, 2 runs batted in, triple. 0 for 4, Bill Dolan, strikeout. Mathewson 0 for 2. Dummy Taylor 0 for 1. Frank Bowerman pinch hitting 0 for 1. So that's 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits for the Giants, which means Maddox gave up 9 hits. 3 runs all earned. He struck out 2, walked none, no homers. Player of the game, got a pretty good idea who it's going to be. But as always, you guys get to vote on this one, and I don't think there's much more to look at, really. Let's go ahead and tally New York at the bat, or Pittsburgh rather. Clark, 1 for 3, 2 runs, run batted in. K, walk, up, caught stealing, right there. Tommy Leach, 0 for 4, run batted in. K, walk. Hannes Wagner, 2 for 5, 3 runs batted in. Triple. Well, that's got an argument. I won't say much more than an argument, but that's got a merit. Dots Miller, 0 for 2, scored 2 runs, has a stolen base, walk. Owen Wilson, Chief Wilson, 1 for 4, runs scored. Bill Abstein, 2 for 4, runs scored, run batted in. George Gibson, catcher, 3 for 4, 2 runs, 1 run batted in. Triple, walk. Bobby Byrne, 1 for 3, run batted in, sacrifice hit, strikeout. And Nick Maddox, 0 for 4, KK. All righty, so hits 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 10 hits. All those runs lumped up in that one inning, including 4 walks. Gosh, 2 bases loaded walks. Wow. Christy Mathewson just had a horrible second inning, and that was it. Take away the second inning, we're going to extra innings, 3-3. I mean, that right there, Christy Mathewson falling apart in that inning. That was the game right there. 1 inning made the difference for the Giants. Dummy Taylor gave up 2 hits, 1 run. Of course, it was earned. No walks, no Ks, no homers. So that means 8 hits for Mathewson. 8 runs, so 7 were his. They were all earned. Walks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts. All right, Al, he will be right back. What do you guys think? Again, Hannes Wagner, because of that play saving the run in the 8th. Yes, he did snag that line drive after Donlin's triple prevented a run from coming in. He also went 2 for 5 with a triple, 3 runs batted in. 2 runs batted in that inning. Actually, the game-winning RBI, because they scored the first 5 here, and that's runs number 4 and 5. So Wagner put it out of reach. Yeah, thinking Wagner, everybody. Oh. I think we're going to go with Hannes Wagner. Yeah. Player of the game, Hannes Wagner. Bye now. Player of the game. All right. So let's just see what you guys are talking about for a second. We'll hit game 2 here. Metal fabrication, side, build the field. Roll on now. Talking about 66 Red Sox replay, Action PC, our Red Sox fan. Yep. I'll tell you what, you guys keep catching up. Let's go ahead and hit game 2. Let's go ahead and do it. All righty. Game 2, it's going to be Joe McGinnity on the mound for the Giants when the Pirates come up in the bottom of the inning. Pirates have on the hill Howie Kamnitz. So let us go ahead and get this thing started up. Mike Donlin, leadoff batter, 1-4, lines hard to Abstein. That is 1 out. Art Devlin facing Kamnitz. 5-7 strikeout, 2 away. Sam Mertz, 4-10 fly ball to center field. That's going to be Tommy Leach. He is a 2 of the 13, and he gets underneath it, makes the catch. The Giants go 1-2-3 top of the first. So we have the bottom of the first inning. Joe McGinnity coming out on the hill for the Giants. Fred Clark, left fielder, leading off. Second game of the Twin Bill. Against McGinnity, 1-5. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Mike Donlin. Makes the catch. 1 away. Tommy Leach, center fielder. McGinnity's pitch 4-6 gets him to swinging at the knee cheese. Strikeout, 2 away. Honus Wagner, shortstop, third in the order, 4-7, grounder to second. Strang gets an X result. He's a 3 with a 13, and parked in between a whole bunch of junk. He scoops it up, gets it to McGann, out number 3, and the Giants return the favor. 1-2-3, 1-2-3, top of the second. No runs scored as of yet. Howie Kamnitz facing George Brown. 5-6, hard grounder hit to second. That'll be Dots Miller. He's a 2 with a 13. We just did that, didn't we? Nope, we did a 3. However, he scoops it up, gets it to Abstein. 1 away. Dan McGann, first baseman, facing Howie Kamnitz. 5-9, grounder hit to Miller. Abstein again. That is 2 away. Roger Bresnahan. 6-4, fly ball to right field. Owen Wilson is underneath the Chief, smacks his mitt, makes the catch. So we go to the bottom of the second. Starting out to be nice and tight here. All righty, Joe McGinnity on the hill for the Giants. Dots Miller, second baseman, leading off the inning. 6-7, fly ball to center field. Back goes Mike Donlin. He gets underneath it and makes the catch for 1 out, number 1. Chief Wilson, right fielder. 6-9, gets a single. So Wilson is on base. McGinnity. 3-8, Abstein with a single. Are we really going to do this again? George Gibson, 1 out. He's going to hit and run. And I think it worked. Single. Wow, runners advance 2 bases. RBI single on the hit and run for Gibson. Men at the corners. Chief Wilson scores. 1 out. McGinnity has got a sinking feeling. John McGraw has just about slit his own throat. 2-12. Hard shot. Hit the Strang. Catches it on the fly. Gibson is way off first. Over to McGann for the double play. 4L3. Double play ends the inning. Fantastic heads-up play by Sammy Strang at second. Joe McGinnity goes over and he pats him on the behind. He's like, way to go, man. I really needed that. So the Giants, they're down by 1. Pirates score a run, and they lead 1-0 top of the third. Sammy Strang at the plate. Fly ball to right field. Back goes Chief Wilson. He gets underneath it. He makes that catch. That is out number 1. Bill Dolan, shortstop. 1-8. Draws a walk. Gets the free pass. He works Kamnitz, and he gets it. So the Giants finally have a base runner. Joe McGinnity is going to lay down the bunt, and I don't think that one worked. No, back to the box. Kamnitz is able to get it to Miller to get Dolan at second. Couldn't get a great handle on it. Not enough time to get McGinnity going to first. So 2 outs, man on first. Mike Donlin. 5-5. And a long fly ball to right field. Back goes Chief Wilson. He is at the wall. He jumps up. He makes the catch. Robs Donlin of the long ball. No runs for the Giants. Go to the bottom of the third. I grew up in Three Rivers Stadium. I loved it. Can't help it. I grew up in Three Rivers. I loved it. I wasn't looking at the stadium. I was looking at Willie Stargell. I was looking at Phil Garner. I was looking at Johnny Ray, Jason Thompson, Omar Marino, Mike Easler, John Milner, Kent Tekulve, John Candelaria. You name it. I was looking at those guys, man. Tony Pena behind the plate. Oh, I'm not mad. I don't get mad. All right, here we go. Where are we anyway? Bottom of the third. Kamnitz at the plate, facing McGinnity. 1-9 strikeout. That is one away. McGinnity's second whiff of the evening. Fred Clark. 5-7. Grounder to short. Going to be Dolan as a 2 with a 13. And Dolan scoops it up, gets it over to McGann for out number 2. Tommy Leach. Come here, little white die. 6-7. Fly ball to center field. And that is going to be Mike Donlin ranging in. He makes that catch on the jog. We go to the top of the fourth. 1-0 ball game. Pittsburgh Pirates have the lead, but the Giants have not pitched themselves out of this one. Howie Kamnitz on the hill for the Pirates. Art Devlin, third baseman, second batter in the order, leading off 5-6. Grounder to second. That'll be Dots Miller. He's a 2 with a 14. Miller scoops it up, gets it over to Abstein. 1 away. Sam Mertz, left fielder, facing Kamnitz. 4-10. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Tommy Leach. And Leach, it falls in front of him. And he tries to throw. The ball comes loose behind him on the ground. So Mertz with a single. He's going to make it to second on Leach's error. 1 out, man on second. Fast man on second. Chance to make something happen, perhaps. George Brown, 293. He'll be swinging away. 4-11. Grounder back to the box. Kamnitz is a 2 with a 6. And he is able to check Mertz at second, gets it over to Abstein for the second out. To bring us to first baseman Dan McGann. 5-7, and McGann strikes out. The Giants cannot capitalize with a runner in scoring position. They leave Mertz on. We go to the bottom of the fourth. All righty, Joe McGinnity on the hill for the Giants. Hannes Wagner, third in the order, leading off this inning. 6-10. Single for Hannes Wagner. They're going to hold Hannes Wagner. President hands a 1, so that makes him a 111. He's not going to try anything there. Miller's at 279. He's got ground ball there. He's got a lot of hits. He's got double, single, triple, double, homer, double, single, single, single. He's swinging. Dots Miller is swinging. Looking at that card, that's actually an awesome card. I've never really looked at it before. And got the triple in the 1-7. Another run scored for the Pirates. Know what your team can do. Look up and look at the cards every once in a while. Dots Miller with a RBI triple. Wagner comes in 2-0 Pirates. Owen Wilson, no outs. Man 90 feet away. 1-7 strikeout. 1 away. Bill Abstein, Joe McGinnity. Infield in for New York. 6-6 and issues the walk. Well, now they've got a possibility for a double play to get out of the inning. George Gibson comes up, and I dropped the D20 all the way back there. I'll never get it. Oh, that's the D20 for strat-o-matic. I keep dropping stuff. Oh, you're going to hear Fat Man grunt and groan. You probably see the camera shake. Oh, come here. I got to stop doing that. All right. Brother-in-law is supposed to be making me an octagonal cherry dice tray for Christmas. I'm really hoping to get that because that'll make things a little easier. All right, Gibson. Back to it. Here we go. Facing McGinnity. Here we go. Going to pitch to him. He's going to swing 2-8, and that is going to be a 2-star single. Gets Absteen to third. RBI. Scores Miller. 2 runs for the Pirates. 1 out. Bobby Byrne. Men at the corners. McGinnity. Sinking feeling. 2-6. Walk to load the bases. Probably should have done that anyway. Because here comes Kamnitz. Here comes Kamnitz. 5-3. Hard grounder hit to first. Going to be McGann. He has a 2 with a 16. And McGann scoops it up. He gets it to Bill Dolan covering second on the run. Hits Strang to first. They double up on Byrne and get out of the inning. 3-6-4. But the Pirates score 2 more. It is 3-0 going to the top of the 5th. All righty. Howie Kamnitz on the mound for the Pirates. Bresnahan leading off. 5-9. Grounder hit hard to Miller. Gets it over to Absteen for the first out. Sammy Strang, second baseman, 7th in the order. 1-9. Fly ball to left field. Fred Clark comes in, gets underneath it. Makes the catch for out number 2. Bill Dolan. Shortstop, 2-10. Hits one hard back to the box. Kamnitz scoops it up, gets it over to Absteen. 1-2-3 on the Giants. Sometimes the opponent doesn't need to score a lot of runs if they don't score any. Come on, New York. Oh, the 05 Giants, they're doing it. Oh, horrible. I love the Pirates, but, man, the 05 Giants for dead ball. It's got to be my fitness. I love all these teams. I love all these teams. The Athletics, Ruby, the 1919 Chicago White Sox, 1909 Tigers. Yeah, Ty Cobb. I love playing with Ty Cobb. I love all these teams. I really do. Fred Clark, bottom of the 5th, leading off against McGinnity, 4-6, and that's a strikeout. Tommy Leach, 5-10. And this one's way back. George Brown is chasing it towards the right field fence, and it's out of here. Home run. Damn you, New York. John McGraw just ate the seat in the dugout. The players are standing in the dugout. Hannes Wagner, 1 out. 2-5, draws a walk. Free pass. Dots Miller. And 4-7. Hard grounder hit to second. That's going to be Strang with a 3 and a 13. We did that before. He scoops that up. He gets it over in time to get Miller at first. Cannot get Wagner going to second. So that is going to bring us to Owen Wilson. 4-6 strikeout. And Joe McGinnity just saved himself from having John McGraw go back into the clubhouse, bring out a revolver, and ending his life. Top of the 6th. Now, they scored a run. I keep doing that. They scored a run. Give them their run. Give them their run. Top of the sixth, 4-0. New York Giants leading off. Joe McGinnity. He's going to stay in. They're not done with him pitching yet because he's not dead. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Tommy Leach. He makes that play. And it's out number 1. Mike Donlin, leadoff batter, center fielder. 5-4, and he gets a triple. Donlin is on third base. 1 out. Art Devlin facing Kamnitz. Not a DH league, not an injury. Hard ground ball hit to first. And Donlin has got enough of a jump. There is no chance for Abstein to get it into Gibson. He gets it to Miller covering, but that is a run scored. Giants are on the board. It was a ground ball C for those of you who might be wondering. Giants make it 4-1. Sam Mertz, 2 outs, top of the sixth. 2-6, hard grounder hit to Hannes Wagner, scoops it up over to Abstein for out number 3. So Giants do score a run. 4-1 your score. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Joe McGinnity on the hill for the Giants. Bill Abstein, third baseman, 6th in the order, leading off. 5-9, leads off with a single. His second base hit of the day, third time up to first base with a walk as well. George Gibson, catcher, man on first. 6-7, fly ball to center field. In comes Mike Donlin, charging in for the line drive, makes the catch. So Bobby Byrne, third baseman, 1 out, man on first. McGinnity's pitch, 3-5. Single gets Abstein to second, and he'll hold it second, and that's going to be, nope, it's not going to be it because the pitcher is coming up. Did that in the last game. We're going to face the pitcher, but I think that's about going to be it for McGinnity. No, McGraw is disgusted enough. He says, I don't care if it's the pitcher. You're going to issue him a home run. You're out of there. So he went 5 1/3. Yeah, McGinnity's out. He doesn't care if the pitcher's coming up or not. McGinnity's out. John McGraw is just beside himself. He's red in the face. It's not looking good. Moonlight Graham is sitting on the dugout. He's like, what the heck have I gotten myself into? Claude Elliott is going to come in relief of the beleaguered Joe McGinnity. 1 out, men at first and second. Howie Kamnitz at the plate. 4-8 hard grounder hit to shortstop. Bill Donlin is a 2 with a 12. And he scoops it up. He gets it to second. Sammy Strang is able to make the turn over to McGann, and they double up on Byrne to get out of the inning. 6-4-3. No runs scored for the Pirates. We go to the top of the 7th. Yes, the Bucks chased Mathewson and McGinnity. Yes. The Pirates kicking the Giants' behinds. All right, here we go. George Brown, right fielder, leading off top of the 7th inning. 5-8 strikeout. Now, why get a base hit? Here we go. Kamnitz facing Dan McGann, 1 away. 3-8 hard grounder hit to Hannes Wagner. Gets it over to Abstein for out number 2. Roger Bresnahan, catcher, trying to get something going here for New York. Dropped the white die. Oh, my gosh. Just when it's going smoothly. Oh. It's right there. I'll never be able to reach it. I think I'm going to have another record, most dropped die in a live stream tonight. If anyone's keeping count, I'd sure like to know. I think that's 3. It could be 4. Oh, geez. Roger Bresnahan, 2 outs. Would sure like to make something happen here without dropping the die so we can find out what he did. 4-3. Hard grounder hit to Abstein at first. That's an X. He's a 4 with an 8. And that is going to be out number 3. Oh. Let's scoop the chair back up. I'm going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Claude Elliott will be back on the hill for the New York Giants. Pittsburgh Pirates at the plate. At the old ball game. No, I'm never going to forget that. Fred Clark. 6-5 hard grounder hit the second string. Scoops it up, gets it over to Dan McGann. 1 away on the leadoff batter. It brings us to Tommy Leach. Facing Claude Elliott. 3-7 hard ground ball hit to Bill Dolan at short. Gets it to McGann for 2 outs. Honus Wagner. 1-7 single. Honus Wagner with a base hit. Honus Wagner is being held. Takes him to a 1-11 to steal. Not happening. Dots Miller, 2 outs. Man on first. 2-6 hard grounder hit to third. That's going to be scooped up by Art Devlin. Gets it over to Dan McGann, out number 3. All happening in the infield there for the Giants defensively. Near the top of the 8th. They are down by 3 runs. Bottom of the order, which means top of the order will probably be up in the 9th. Sammy Strang, number 7. Second baseman, 2-2. Hard grounder hit to Wagner. Gets it over to Abstein, 1 away. Bill Dolan. Facing Howie Kamnitz, starting pitcher for the Pirates, still on the hill, 2-6, fly ball to left field. Back goes Fred Clark, gets underneath it, makes the catch, out number 2. And that's going to bring Claude Elliott to the plate, and they're happy with his relief. John McGraw has not sacrificed a dead chicken or anything, so he's going to leave Elliott in. 1-6, and there's a strikeout. No runs scored. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pirates harbor a 3-run lead. And Claude Elliott is being asked to come back out. McGraw showed faith in him, thinks he can get him through. Owen Wilson, 1-4. Hard grounder to first. Dan McGann scoops it up. Trots over, makes the play. Call that a 3U, unassisted. Bill Abstein, first baseman, 1 out, bottom of the 8th, 6-10, fly ball to center field. Back goes Mike Donlin. He's a 2 with a 7. Gets underneath it, makes the catch. 2 away. George Gibson, catcher, 7th in the order, facing Claude Elliott, 6-9, fly ball to center field. Donlin's underneath this one. Makes the catch again. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. We go to the top of the 9th. Giants are down 3, and it is time to make something happen. We go to the top of the order. Mike Donlin is in. Howie Kamnitz is pitching. Depending on how it goes, depends on how long he's going to stay in. Mike Donlin, 3-5. And opens up with a triple, his 2nd consecutive triple. Mike Donlin, center fielder, New York Giants, top of the 9th, no outs. Art Devlin, they're not bringing the infield in, I don't think, because they are confident that Kamnitz is going to get him out of this. 4-6, hard liner hit to Wagner. That is 1 out. Sam Mertz, left fielder. Man 90 feet away. 1-10, hard liner hit the second. Dots Miller dives, makes the catch. Hit. 2 outs. Here we go. Right fielder George Brown is up at the plate. Takes a couple warm-up swings. Howie Kamnitz gets the signal in from George Gibson. Glares over to third. Sees Donlin taking a big lead. He's going to pitch into Gibson. The windup, the kick, the pitch. 4-5. Popped up high behind first base. Bill Abstein calls everybody off. Makes the play. Ends the game. Your final score, 4-1. Pittsburgh Pirates over the New York Giants. And the Giants dropped to 1-7. Nearly midway through this season. Oh, my goodness. 1-7. The 1905 New York Giants. Look at who they're playing, but I never saw this coming. Never did see this coming. No way. Not in a million years. Oh, clean these cards up, and we'll get right to the stat counting. Good. McGraw doesn't need a vacation. He needs a drink. Another one. He needs a beer with a beer chaser. Geez. All right. So let's see what we've got here. 4-1. 1 error for Pittsburgh. None for New York. Let's get the batting. Donlin, 2 for 4. Runs scored, 2 triples. Devlin, 0 for 4. Run batted in. Mertz, 1 for 4. Brown, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. McGann, 0 for 3. Strikeout. Bresnahan, 0 for 3. You see where this is going? Strang, 0 for 3. Donlin, 0 for 2. Elliott 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That means Howie Kamnitz with a 3-hit, 1-run win. I think I know who's going to get that one. 3 hits, 1 run earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. We thinking Howie Kamnitz on this one, guys? Yep, the Bucks, they take 2. They sweep the Giants. They go to 4-4. Let's see. Fred Clark, 0 for 4. Tommy Leach, 1 for 4. Who gave up the home run? McGinnity did. Put it on there. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5.1. So double play. Okay, yeah, we got it right. Just want to make sure I had that. Run scored, run batted in, home run, and a strikeout for Tommy Leach. Wagner is 2 for 3. Run scored, walk. Dots Miller, 1 for 4. Run scored, run batted in, triple. Chief Wilson, Owen Wilson, 1 for 4. Run scored, 2 strikeouts. Bill Abstein, first baseman, 2 for 3 with a walk. George Gibson, catcher, 2 for 4. Had the hit and run RBI single to score the run in the bottom of the second. That is 2 runs batted in. We have Bobby Byrne, third baseman, 1 for 2 with a walk. And we have Howie Kamnitz, 0 for 3. Grounded into 2 double plays and struck out. But, yeah, hands down, Howie Kamnitz, player of the game. Definitively player of the game right there. Let's get the pitching stats here. 2 2/3 innings for Elliott. He gave up 1 hit and goose eggs for the rest of it. So that means, well, how many hits? Team hits for Pittsburgh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. So that means McGinnity gave up 9. He gave up all 4 runs. All were earned. There are 3 walks. There are 4 strikeouts. So there you go, your final score of Game 2. 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates, the Cubs, the Bears. He is here. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh, guys, I'm glad you can make it. 1909 Pirates gets the second game over the Giants, 4-1. Oh. Man, I love playing this game. Said that last night. Say it again. Guys in the chat, Beatles, Beats, man. Glad you could make it. MP Fox. I do have a St. Louis Browns team. But I started this league just with 6 teams and didn't want it to get too big. So perhaps in some reincarnation of it, we may bring them into it along with some of the later National League teams. Played a little bit more of that kind of baseball. But yeah, everybody. Beats, Al Red Sox fan, Jerry. Man, glad you can make it every time you do. Ken Castro, brother, glad you can make it tonight. Everybody in the chat. I know I didn't get all of you. I got all of you as you came in anyway, or I tried to. Guys, this is Chris, Strat-o-matic, Delaware. It's 7:45. I might do another one later. I don't know. But at the very least, I'm going to strap my butt off tomorrow after I get home from work. So that being said, I'm going to go get me some pizza. Get me some grub. Got to feed the tum-tum. Guys, Chris, Strat-o-matic, Delaware. Have a great evening. If I don't see you later, I will see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves and keep on rolling.